Hi guys, this is a Clipper King returning another Hot Toys ratings video, and this time it's the Hot Toys T800. Right, I'll start off turning sound off on this film. I just like to say this figure is definitely fucking bad to the bone. As I said, it's the T800 Arnie, and it's an awesome figure. Right. Start off with the source material. Terminator 2, Judgment Day, awesome film. Anybody who catch my T1000 video will know I rate it very highly. Like I said on that, probably the best sequel ever made or ever released. There's some others up there with it, but it's definitely a top film. As you can see, I've got it playing on Blu-ray. So on the source material, I give it 5 out of 5. Alright, down onto the figure. Just zoom in, see if you can have a look at that. You see the package behind it. Yeah, just give a quick scan around like I said. Right, and I move on to the next category, which is packaging. As you know, I mark the boxes on the style of the box. And it's better than average style, very good picture. Bit tricky to get off these. They slide the box slides out at the bottom at sleeve. Sometimes a bit stiff, but it's good quality. Chrome finish to it, looks really good. As you can see, this one suffers from what I like to refer to as parcel force corner. A couple of little knocks, but it's usual for parcel force. Don't know if I'd knock it down a point just on that one, because it's not too bad. And if you take into account the fact that you've got to have a mental retardation to work for parcel force, I'd be a little bit tight to take a point off on it. But like I say, I do like style. It would, if it were perfect, it would get 5, but rules are rules, so I just give that 4 out of 5. Right, onto the likeness. This likeness, I think, is amazing. It's just about as real as it could get in everything. Just looks like a miniature Arnie standing in front of you. Most collectors who are watching this have probably got it anyway, because it is a definite must-have, and you know how good likeness is. So with glasses on, it's just fucking dead ringer. You've got to be 5 out of 5 for the likeness. Alright, onto the outfit. The outfit is just about perfect. Looks like real leather, although I don't think it is. Fits him very well, although he's not a standard body. Just hangs nice, it looks worn, it's movie accurate. You do get 2 t-shirts, I prefer the black one myself. Yeah, just awesome figure. The shades fit him nicely, it's as if they were moulded to his face. Like I say, everything about it's really good. The intricate detail, everything. So the outfit, even down to boots, really, the boots are perfect. Definitely give that a 5 out of 5 as well. I do really rate this figure. Articulation. Now, the articulation on this isn't brilliant, and it's one of the only figures really I could go into the sort of detail I'm going to go into. It is like a sculptor, the Schwarzenegger body, and it's very well done. Obviously, if you've took the jacket off to take the t-shirt off, you know. It looks a little bit like the Dutch body, which I used to have the Hot Toys Dutch, and I didn't like it at all. The face sculpt's amazing on it, but I ended up selling it, if I'm honest. I just didn't like it. I thought when it was stood outside of this on shelf, I just think this kicked its arse big style. The Dutch is good, but this is amazing, and I just thought there's only room for one Schwarzenegger, so Dutch is gonna have to fuck off. So I got shut to him. I didn't like the Dutch body or the completely rubber arms. Articulation was shocking on it. This one's really good. Get his arms up into nice tight curls. It looks really good. And the fact that it is a little bit stiff I like, because you do get a feeling that there is a robot underneath all that muscle, which is a fucking nutcase thing to say, but it's right. When you feel him in your hand, it does feel like a Terminator, if that's not too fucking stupid a thing to say. If you have held it, you'll know what I mean though. It does feel, it's like a substantial thing in your hand. The bulk of it and everything. And even compared to the Drago, when you hold Drago, it just feels like a big piece of rubber. This really feels like, I don't know, it's hard to describe. If you felt it, you know. If you haven't felt it, you should feel it, and then you know, sort of thing. But yeah, the articulation, it's not as good as some of the others, but I like the fact that it's stiff. Like I said, it serves the purpose of a Terminator, so I'm still going to give it a 5 out of 5 on articulation. Right, the extras. It's a funny one, extras, because the extras they gave you are really good. The flowers, the flower box, obviously the shotgun, the pistol, the arm's amazing. The arm could, I don't know, it could get a point on its own. It's that good an extra. Like I say, the extra t-shirt, the spare hands, they are really good extras, but with the Terminator they could have given you so much more. They're sort of leaving the door open for a battle damaged version where they could give you the thumper and obviously the minigun, the mini cannon. But because they didn't give this, I'm not sure whether to take a point off or just rate it on the extras it did get. So like I said, the extras are good. It's not Blade, and it's not the T1000, it's not the DX Joker, but they are good. And I think if I were to take a point off, I'd be a little bit tight. So I'd give it a 4. Like I said, there is other things that it could have. If I did it in halves, it would be a 4.5. They are really good extras. Like I say, it doesn't hinder the figure altogether, but no, I'd give it a 4. Right. The value, I bought it for a pretty standard price from a Hong Kong seller on eBay, about 130 delivered. The price is steadily going up. I think it will continue to go up with a figure like this, because like I say, most of the hardcore collectors will already have him. Anybody who's just starting to collect at some point will want him. Yeah, I can see him going up into 200s in time. There's still plenty of him around, and when obviously people do start picking him up, the value will go up. And I think this and the T1000, I think they will carry on going up. Definitely top figures. So on the value, yeah, it's got to be a 5. I can't see it just settling. It's going to carry on going up. It's got to do. It's that good a figure. So to sum it up, I've given this figure 33 and a possible 35. It could easily be a 35, to be honest. It's only little niggles that I've really knocked it down on the points on, but like I said, rules are rules. This is my last review of the current figures I've got. I'm waiting on a lot of pre-orders. I'm waiting on a lot of bits for the T1000. I'm going to go back and do another review on that when I get the 2 figures set up, but that's been delivered by fucking slug mail or something. I expected them here this week, but none of the bits have arrived yet, so they will start coming in dribs and drabs. Like I say, when that is done, it'll be 2 good T1000 figures I'll have. I'm just waiting at the moment. Also, I might do a couple of videos going back through the collection. I might do what I consider a top 10 or some screen tests, because Dean Knight explained that if I were to put a plain white background, this camera would pick up a lot better than it has been doing. So I might try that, and I might do a countdown just in front of a white screen. Try and get a little bit more detail with this camera. Like I say, you can watch this in HD if you don't, and it is a little bit better, but it's not amazing, but it is what it is. Because of the setup I use, where I use a screen in the background, I'm trying to find other ways sort of to get a decent quality, but also get the source material in the background. But people seem to like them. I'm getting a lot of good comments, not very many negative comments. I just wish I had a few more figures now just to carry on doing them, but to be honest, I've sort of got what I want so far, apart from the, obviously, Pred 1. I'm bang on about it all the time, but I'm hoping I can get it for about £200, which is $300. Chances of that are getting slimmer and slimmer, but I'm not really going to pay more than that, because I do intend getting Berserker Pred, and I'll possibly get the Falconer Pred, but I don't really want to pay much more than 200 if I'm honest for a backdated one. Also, DX Batman I'd like, but I don't want to pay over odds for that, and I definitely don't want an Oily Abs version. Possibly Leonidas, possibly Make Test Tony Stark, but I don't know. They'd have to be at right price. So, like I say, at the moment, the figures that are out that I want, I've got. Obviously, got the Barney Ross on pre-order, Bruce Lee on pre-order. I'll probably get the T800 Tech Noir version. Couple of others I'm tempted with, but like I said, the price. I actually like the Assassin's Creed one. That looks a very good figure, but I don't know if I like game enough to warrant buying something, buying that figure, but it does look a really good figure. Not much more I can say. Thanks to all my regulars for watching. Thanks to all my new subscribers. Like I said, I don't think there will be many more videos to come, which is a shame, because I really enjoy doing them when I do get some spare time. I don't know, maybe I'll think of another idea I can come back and go back over these figures with. I do like to see people when they change the poses of the figures, so maybe I'll repost some figures and come back on, do something like that, but I'm not too sure. If you can leave your comments, any suggestions you'd like me to do, then I'll try and stay around this YouTube channel, but I don't really know what else I can do, sort of thing. I don't want to start rummaging through sideshow figures and my son's Marvel figures or Lord of the Rings or Star Wars and things like that. I don't think it's worthwhile. So it might be a while before you see me. It could be sooner than you think. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it again. And this is Clipper King, and I'm out of here.